How to Make a Cherry Pie and See the USA by Marjorie Priceman. In the mood for cherry pie? Let's get started. First, mix flour and salt in a bowl. What? No bowl? You will definitely need a bowl. Also a pie pan, a rolling pin, a measuring cup, a pastry slab, a set of spoons, and some pot holders, which you can get at the cook shop. But if the cook shop happens to be closed, go to New York and hail a taxi. Ask the driver to drop you off at the corner of Pennsylvania and Ohio. Then find the closest coal mine. Coal is used to make steel, and you need steel to make your pie pan. Take the trolley deep underground and fill a bucket to the brim. Don't forget your hard hat and flashlight. Next, ride a riverboat down the Mississippi. It takes as long to sail it as to spell it. If the boat docks in Louisiana at lunchtime, eat a bowl of gumbo. Then go to a cotton farm and pick an armful of cotton for your pot holders. Catch an express bus to New Mexico. If the bus stops at the northwest corner of the state, take the opportunity to be 4 places at once. That was fun. Now back to work. Your task is to find some clay. A good place to look is down. You're probably standing on it. Dig up enough clay to make a mixing bowl. Look out for cactus needles. Board a train to Washington, the only state named for a president. The only president rumored to have a set of wooden teeth. Speaking of wood, go to the forest and find a nice branch. Saw off a piece the size of a rolling pin, and then... Attention, we interrupt this book to report that you have won an all-expense-paid trip to Hawaii. Your ship will leave today from California. Hurry! Aloha! This is great news because you need sand, and Hawaii has plenty of it. Glass is made from sand, and you need glass to make your measuring cup. Fill a pail with sand. Watch out for falling coconuts. Make your way to New Hampshire for granite. New Hampshire can usually be found between Maine and Vermont. Granite can usually be found on the sides of steep mountains. Rappel down the side of a mountain and chisel a chunk of granite for your pastry slab. Next stop, Texas. To get to Texas, follow the coastline south. When you hit Florida, turn right. Then go straight until you run into a longhorn steer. Ask the steer directions to an oil field. Plastic is made from oil, and you'll need about a quart to make your spoon. Tip your hat to the oil workers, then head to the airport. Board a plane flying north. When you're over South Dakota, don't forget to wave to the presidents. Then chill out in Alaska, just because it's there. After you've seen the scenery, hurry home. Now, all you have to do is process the coal, mix with iron, and roll into flat sheets. Form the sheets into a pie pan. Spin the cotton into thread, weave the thread into cloth. Cut and stitch the cloth into pot holders. Carve the wood into a rolling pin, then sand and seal. Shape the clay into a bowl. Paint with glaze, then fire. Process the oil and pour into spoon-shaped molds. Cut the granite into a square pastry slab, then smooth and polish. Melt the sand until it liquefies, then pour into a measuring cup mold. Next, using your bowl, spoons, rolling pin, measuring cup, pie pan, pastry slab, and pot holders, mix the ingredients and bake the pie. When the pie has cooled, cut into slices with a pie server. If you don't have a pie server, you can get one at the cook shop. But if the cook shop is still closed, why not join the parade? Cherry pie. Ask an adult to help. Crust. 2 cups all-purpose flour. 1 teaspoon salt. 2/3 cup chilled vegetable shortening. 2 tablespoons chilled butter. 4 tablespoons ice water. Preheat the oven to 425 degrees Fahrenheit, 218 degrees Celsius. Combine the flour and salt in a large bowl. Combine the shortening and butter in a small bowl. Spoon half of the shortening mixture into the flour mixture, then use the tips of your fingers to lightly work it in until the dough is the texture of cornmeal. Add the remaining shortening and work it until the dough forms pea-sized pieces. Sprinkle ice water lightly on the dough. Gently lift and turn the ingredients with a spoon in your hands to spread the water. If you can form the dough into a neat ball, stop handling it. If it falls apart, add a little more water. Lightly flour your rolling pin and pastry slab or counter. Form the dough into 2 equal balls. Press one into a patty on your pastry slab. Roll in one direction, not to and fro, from the center out to the edge. When the dough is 1/8 inch thick, transfer it to the pie pan. Gently press the crust into place. Roll out the second ball of dough. In the same way, this is the top crust. Cut some steam vents using the side of the spoon. Filling: 1 cup water, 2 tablespoons flour, 1/8 teaspoon salt, and 4 cups or 1 quart fresh or canned sour cherries pitted. In a large bowl, mix the sugar, flour, and salt. Add the cherries. If using canned cherries, drain the liquid first. Toss to cover the cherries with the sugar mixture. Gently spoon the filling into the bottom crust. Place the top crust on the pie. If the crust tears, just arrange the pieces on top. Fold over any excess dough at the edges. Then crimp with your finger or a spoon handle. Place the pie on the lowest oven rack. Bake for 10 minutes, then reduce the heat to 350 degrees Fahrenheit, 177 degrees Celsius. Continue baking for 30 to 40 minutes, or until the crust is lightly browned. With your pot holders, remove the pie and allow to cool before serving.